Alright, so I've just read another book by Michael Morpurgo. This one is Adolphus Tips. Like the first Michael Morpurgo book I read, which was Kensuke's Kingdom, this is also based on history. So this is set in 1944. The majority of it is set in 1944, when the south of England, particularly the areas around Devon, were evacuated so that the military, the Allies, could practice their sea landings there before they launched Operation Tiger in 1944. The story is told through the diary of a character's um, grandmother. So most of the story is from 1944 when the grandmother lived on a farm in Slapton, an area which was evacuated, and it's being read by her grandson called Michael. It's Michael Morpurgo book, who she refers to as Bowie, which was apparently the first word he ever said. Once again, brilliant story, great storytelling. You really feel for the characters. It's realistic, but it's based on history. It's realistic. It's believable. He writes children's stories, but I love them because they're not silly, cheesy. The kind of crap you see on Christmas TV, fantasy. Everything's happy. Everyone's wonderful. They're not like that. They're realistic. People die in it. It's a war. Um, the cat Adolphus Tips. Now the cat is actually called Tips, but there's a soldier, an American soldier, that grandma, Bowie's grandma, who when she was a little girl was called Lily, she meets because the Americans and all the Allies are in Slapton preparing for the war. It's wonderful. It's really nice. It's got a really nice happy ending. I love the way this guy writes. I was just talking about it yesterday, and I said his books are an easy read. I like his writing style. They're an easy read, but they're not stupid. They don't dumb down the language like so many authors, children's authors especially, seem to do now. And I think I probably mentioned in my last review of a book by him how children's authors, publishing houses don't want to take risks. They want to make money. So rather than try to find new talent, they'll find some celebrity who's got lots of fans. So even if he was to write, a completely idiotic, retarded story, his fans would buy it. So they do that. They create some stupid character. They put in some puerile humor, fart pants, bogies, underwear, whatever, and there you go. You've got something that's going to sell. But the literature is crap. This guy's been writing since 1974, so before I was born, and his books remind me of the kind of stuff I used to read at school. At school, like I remember reading Edgar Allan Poe's the one that really hit me. Before Edgar Allan Poe, I was reading pretty much the whole library. And then after Edgar Allan Poe, I got into horror, so of course I had to read all the Stephen King books. But his writing is like having a really easy, nice, entertaining, deep conversation with a friend, an intelligent friend who's well read. But doesn't, he's not like a lawyer or someone who just uses big words for the sake of using big words so he can go on to the next page and charge more money or just to try and make themselves seem important. I've, all this reading has given me a better vocabulary. So he doesn't come across as supercilious. Look that word up. You probably already know it, but really good book. I think Michael Morpurgo is currently my new favorite writer, and it's great because his books are, this one is what 184 pages, leaves you with a smile on your face. You can read it in a day. Fantastic. Maybe I've just got fan mania or something, but I'm going to give this one not quite as good as Kensuke's Kingdom, so I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. I'll give it 9 out of 10. Definitely read some of his stuff if you haven't. Maybe I'm the only guy on the planet, or certainly the only guy who does book reviews who hasn't read any Michael Morpurgo yet. The great thing is, learning to read quickly, speed reading, means now I can just read whatever I want. Maybe a week ago, before or 10 days ago, before I was speed reading again, I used to do it at uni, but things kind of went a bit off the rails at uni. Maybe I would have, oh, Michael Morpurgo, nice book, but I haven't got time to read this. What am I going to learn from this? What am I going to gain from this? Bullshit excuses. If you can read fast enough, then you can read anything you want. It doesn't take up too much time. Reading fast is a lot more enjoyable as well. I don't know. Let's say you could read 180 pages in 2 hours. That would be something. But let's say you could do it, right? Well, a film's 2 hours. People will sit down and watch a film 2 hours without thinking, but a book is so much better than a film in most cases. So, yeah, love Michael Morpurgo, love this book, 9 out of 10. And speed reading is great as well. So there you go, there's my review. Hope you enjoyed it.